So we got access to the Modern Warfare 3 campaign early, and of course, right after it launched, I played it through all in one sitting. I mean, that wasn't a very long sitting, so it's not that impressive, but hey, I still did it. And I think after playing this, it just further confirms what we all already knew about this game. And of course, that this was all supposed to just be an expansion for Modern Warfare 2. It never was supposed to be its own standalone game, and that was already pretty obvious with the multiplayer, but now it's even more obvious with the campaign if you didn't already realize that it was the case. You know what I mean? Where to start with this campaign? I mean, how about with 5 out of the 14 campaign missions were taking place on Verdansk? Like, what is happening there? Like, I know we knew about this beforehand, but actually going and playing a campaign mission on Verdansk is just wild, because most of them did not even feel like a proper campaign mission at all. Like, I don't even know. The only one that kind of felt like a normal campaign mission was, like, I guess the one that was on Stadium, but, like, I don't know, maybe not actually, but I don't know. I just didn't like those missions at all. And then also they added in some of these open combat missions, which some took place on Verdansk, some didn't. But like another case of just like, what is this? These are literally Spec Ops missions. These ain't even campaign missions at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure some Spec Ops missions were more in depth than some of these. Like, I don't even know. Those open combat missions were bad, to say the very least. Like, those are probably the most sorry excuse of a campaign mission I have ever seen. And that's not to hate on the idea too much. Like, I love the idea, but the execution here is not good at all, to be completely honest with you guys. I did not like it at all. I mean, it's coming from a guy who doesn't like Spec Ops, so when you bring Spec Ops into a campaign, it's not even going to work at all. And then on top of that, some of the original unique maps that were specifically built for this campaign were also kind of short. Like, they weren't very long at all. Not to say all of them were. There were some missions in there that felt like original, fully fledged campaign missions, but that was kind of not the norm. Most missions were not like that, and most of them were not good campaign missions, which definitely sucks to say the very least. And all of this led to one major thing, of course, making the campaign incredibly short. It was only 4 hours long, and I don't really know, man. Like, it already felt that they added in the Verdansk missions and the open combat missions to try to stretch out the length of this campaign. Like, those definitely felt like filler in terms of gameplay. But even then, they only got it to 4 hours. Like, what is happening here? Like, what even that? And another thing I noticed playing this campaign is that a lot of the times, and I think it might even be most of the time, the guns you would use and find around like these campaign missions were from Modern Warfare 2. They weren't even from this supposedly brand new game. Like, that's the bare minimum. Use the brand new guns. But instead, no, we're using freaking Modern Warfare 2 guns in this freaking supposedly brand new game. Like, that is probably the most mind-boggling thing to me out of everything. Like, what is going on with all of that? But I don't know, man. It just felt like all the rumors were originally true. Like, obviously they were true at this point, that this was going to be an expansion for Modern Warfare 2, and they were going to add in a couple more campaign missions, but it wasn't going to be a fully fledged campaign, and that obviously happened here. And it felt like they added in those Verdansk missions to try to make it feel like a fully fledged campaign missions, but obviously they were not. And I don't know, it's just a thing, man. It's just a thing that I think I expected, but even expecting this to be the case, it's still so disappointing to see. Not that it really matters, because Call of Duty campaigns suck most of the time anyways, but it's just kind of interesting to see this whole thing happen. And I hate to sound like I'm hating on it so much, but I'm just really pointing out the facts here, to be completely honest. I feel like nothing I'm saying is like wrong, right? Like, I don't think it's something based on opinions. It's just straight up facts of the situation, which is not ideal. And to me, what I really just feel about this whole thing is like, why didn't they just leave this as expansion? Just sell it for $50. Like, sure, you're going to lose $20 per purchase, which I'm sure is going to be a lot in the end, but like, I don't know, man. Just make it expansion. I don't get the whole point of this. And of course, you could tell me, hey, then why did you buy it then if you knew what you're getting into? Well, the reason is because I'm an idiot, okay? So there's that. And secondly is because they had a Treyarch zombies in here. Even if that ends up sucking, I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to that. Anytime I hear Treyarchs and zombies, I'm buying it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of broken that way. I don't know what to say. So hopefully that doesn't suck, because it's probably the only original thing about this game, to be completely honest. But even that's going to be taking place on the new Warzone map, so there's that. But I still have at least some hope for that at this point, because if it sucks, I ended up wasting $70 on this game, and that makes me a lot of bit sad, in fact. But I'm getting off track here. Like, I do want to mention one last thing for this campaign, because I wanted to at least say, hey, it was a cool or intriguing story, and it just wasn't, like, at all. I don't know what they did with Makarov. Like, the boy sucks. He is a terrible villain in this game. He's terrible. He's not good at all. Like, he was doing evil to do evil, I guess. Like, he did no damage to his enemies. He was just hurting just his own Russian people the whole freaking game. Like, brother, what are we doing here? Like, what is happening? It is so dumb. Everything he did was useless. And they just made him seem like the worst. I mean, obviously he's already the worst guy, but like, he was the worst villain. Like, he was even bad at being a villain. And I don't even know what to make of all that, but I don't know. I just had these short thoughts about the campaign. I don't want to go further into it because I don't want to sound like a hater, because I don't like that vibe. Even if there's something I really dislike, I don't like getting into that, but I don't know. Either way, the launch of the game is going to be coming pretty soon, and what I played from the beta, the multiplayer seemed fun at least, and I'm really hoping Zombies is going to be good, so keeping high hopes for that. But as for this campaign, this is pretty bad even for a Call of Duty campaign standard, which is not very high. But either way though, I'd love to hear what you guys thought about this campaign. Do you guys agree with me and think that it's not good at all? Or do you think that there are some good things here and there? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Regardless though, that's going to wrap it up for me. And I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next stream, video, or whatever the heck it may be. And laters, guys.